Today's game is a rematch of a game that took place on July 2nd. Trilogy beating the three-headed monsters 50-37. Trilogy won the free throw points by 7 and made 5 threes compared to just 1 for the three-headed monsters. So we're underway. Trilogy in black. Three-headed monsters in white. McCann's backing up. A block by Kwame Brown. Here's Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. Frees himself with a dribble. Pull-up jump shot. Good. Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. A good omen for the three-headed monsters as he hits his first shot. Now buckets inside. Spinning. Lost it.
Early on, the strategy here of Trilogy is to post McCants up, and this is excellent help by Kwame Brown to take away what could have been an easy 2 inside.
Had a chance to watch a tremendous video, a tremendous documentary on Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. Dawn's Early Light is what it's called. Goes all the way back to his schoolboy days in Gulfport, Mississippi. Can he channel his inner Chris Jackson today? McCann's baseline. Kenyon Martin off the heel and the rebound to Kwame Brown. Kwame Brown is a huge figure in this game.
Yeah, because now he's going to have to be able to score inside. They're going to play him one-on-one. He can't miss those easy open opportunities. Like right here, Gus, he has to finish this.
And he does. Kwame Brown with the left-hand layup. And the three-headed monsters take a 4-0 lead early.
And how about Rick Mahorn starting Kenyon Martin, giving a little bit more size to guard Rashard Lewis.
Jackson sliding with McCants. McCants is a very interesting player. He can score points in bunches as we take a look at Kwame Brown inside.
Well, again, that's an excellent pass to the opposite side of the rim. And Kwame smartly able to use the glass and finish.
Harrington with an air ball. Lewis doesn't have to take it back, saves it from going out of bounds, but throws it out of bounds on the other end.
Right, keep in mind, guys, last week's game, this Trilogy team started off a little bit slow. They gathered steam in the second half of that game.
So here's Martin, finds buckets hard down the lane. Kenyon Martin exploding, left-hand flip, no. Loose ball, batted around, picked up by Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. Formerly known as Chris Jackson, trying to take buckets off the dribble, almost got stripped. Now he'll let it fly. Brick, loose, Brown again with a rebound. Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. Count that basket. Now they're calling for a review.
Yeah, the official call was that Mahmoud didn't clear the ball back behind the three-point line, but Coach Gary Payton is talking about that the ball didn't hit the rim, hence you don't have to clear it.
Gary Payton, 12 and a half seasons in Seattle, made the playoffs 10 times, including the Western Conference Championship, where they fell to the Bulls in the final. And that ball did hit the side of the rim.
Okay, well, there it is. And how about the passion from Coach Gary Payton? We know we saw it as a player. We knew how competitive he was. But the question is, how does that translate as a coach? He's been communicating with his guys. He's challenged them to be better defensively and actually has gotten them to this point in regards to the strategies behind why they're in the championship game.
Some feel that Gary Payton was maybe the most complete guard in NBA history, especially what he was able to do on the defensive end, the glove.
Unbelievable. I mean, and he could guard smaller point guard. At the time, we were big 2 guards. He could guard us. He could sometimes slip down to a 3. I mean, so versatile in his defensive abilities. It's the reason why they call him the glove.
Charles Rubio, Ian McKinney are your officials, and there's the answer. Allen Iverson, who was the head coach of Three's Company this year, in attendance. Dana White, he's got plans for later on this evening.
You know what? I need to holler at him. I need some tickets. Hold up. Now, again, we had this the last 2 weeks.
4-to-1 odds.
Where are we at, bro? You still got McGregor.
I put money on him yesterday.
Oh, well, put money on him to mean that's just hope that it may happen.
Well,
what do you think right now?
Well, I don't think he's got a chance against the great Floyd Mayweather.
But that's not what you said.
Well, I'm saying that today.
Oh, man, come on, man.
However,
here we go.
He is 40 years old. He hasn't fought in 2 years. 40-year-old man's reflexes could start to fade on him.
So which one is it? Are you saying that now you don't believe in McGregor, or what we doing?
I don't know, Jimmy. You're just talking fake news to me, man. Just let me watch the game.
I knew it was going. I knew you was going to change your mind.
So they're going to count the basket. Gary Payton pleased with that result as the three-headed monsters lead this game 6-0. McCann's in and out dribble guarded by Abdul Rauf, really sliding his 48-year-old legs. Bucket, straightaway three. Short. Lewis with a rebound. Three-headed monsters look very quick to start this game. Inside, Kwame Brown can't hold on.
Well, they do, but they got a lot more energy. You know how it is, Gus. When you're trying to beat the champ, so to speak, you're going to play with a little bit more.
And McCann's knocking down the three. They say that Ty Lue is in attendance at this game, and I see him on the sideline, and he's watching McCann's because, according to our sources, McCann's could be a good fit for Cleveland. Lewis would be a good fit anyway.
You know, and it's funny because both of these players, we talk about Rashard Lewis and McCann, you think about some rosters they could be on right now and be very competitive.
Here's McCann's guarded by Abdul Rauf. Pulls up right in his face off the back rim. Mahmoud with a rebound. Here's a pick and roll with Brown. Pull up jump shot off the bounce, and he knocks it down. Chris Jackson, as a kid, used to practice by himself in Gulfport, Mississippi, against what he called the invisible man. An invisible presence in front of him that he had the trick that was there every time he moved. It helped him develop that killer crossover, that incredible quickness. And right now, Mahmoud Abdul Rauf has 6, and the three-headed monsters are up 10-3. Mahmoud Abdul Rauf off to a great start, 10-3, three-headed monsters. Time now for the Straight Talk Wireless sounds of the game.
One game left, man. First one to 50 win this time low. You're going to try to hold him up so he won't go downhill. Let's go, y'all. Yeah, good call. Good call. No, we shot the ball. I know, don't worry about it. I got it. You concentrate on what you do. What you do is stay focused.
Gary Payton selected 2nd overall in 1990 behind Derek Coleman, the top pick. Guess who number 3 was? Who? Mahmoud Abdul Rauf, who's off to a great start with 6 points. Here's Al Harrington trying to back up on Kwame Brown. It's going to be a tough job. Harrington gets to the basket. No call. Wanted a foul. Kwame Brown now posting up. Can he hit buckets down here? Yes, he can. Kwame Brown.
Impact. How about the defense on Al Harrington first, and then the confidence of his teammates to get him the basketball inside. Now he's able to score.
McCann has to start getting it going offensively. Pulls up, foul. And we'll go to the line to shoot 1 for 2. So Rashad McCants at the line, averaging 18 points a game this season in the Big 3. Misses the free throw. Points left on the table for Trilogy. Pick and roll. Abdul Rauf trying to split the defense. Coughed it up, and buckets are jamming down.
And that's the physical play right there. Just a little bump right there caused Mahmoud to lose control of the basketball, and they're able to benefit from being the more physical team defensively.
Here's Kwame Brown now, and a whistle. McCann's trying to really get up on him. Remember, hand checking is allowed in the Big 3.
And so by using that big body, McCann right here can throw him off balance a little bit, knowing that Mahmoud at this stage of his career can't just blow by him, so he can push up a little bit more to guard him.
Now Lewis backing up on McCann's. Nice wraparound pass. Kwame Brown with a jump hook inside.
How about the smart play? Kwame on the baseline, feeling that Rashard was going to his right, was able to sneak in behind, tippy-toe the baseline,
Brown with 6 points. He averages 7 on the season. Inside buckets blocked by Brown. Inside Brown again with an easy flush. Kwame Brown came to play today. Formerly the #1 overall pick coming right out of high school. And he has 8 points to start. First team to 25 signals halftime. Pick and roll McCann. Almost traveled. Buckets, top of the key. McCann steps out. 12-footer is pure.
And that was smooth offense that time. It was a two-man game on the strong side of the court. And McCann's not trying to overpower. That time just took a step back, turn around, jump shot to nail it.
McCann's with 5. Pick and roll. Mahmoud along with Lewis. Lewis sealing McCann. He's got an advantage. He's 6'10". Baseline turn, and he's fouled on the wrist. Kwame Brown has been making a difference early on.
And these are the baskets during the course of the season that Kwame didn't finish. So you're taking points off the board because you're so close. But Kwame's energy, to me, from the beginning of this game, in particular on the defensive end, I think has loosened him up a little bit. And now he's playing so much better around the rim. That's why this three-headed monster team is up 9 right now.
Rashard Lewis, the most valuable player in the Big Three's inaugural season. He's coming off a 21-point game against Power. And he misses the free throw. Deion Glover is checked in. Along with Kenyon Martin. Glover, prolific shooter, and he nails his first shot of the game. So Rick Mahorn making an interesting substitution.
Well, now you have two guards basically with Deion Glover and also the hybrid with James White that can shoot. They have size.
Meanwhile, Eddie Basden, if he could give Gary Payton something, it would really be beneficial for the three-headed monsters. Cross court, White. White driving down the lane on the spin, dips, knocked away by Lewis and fouled by Lewis. James White coming off the bench to start this championship game. He's normally a starter.
An interesting move there. I think maybe giving Trilogy, Rick Mahorn, his bench a little bit more firepower.
James White, an Olympic caliber leaper, qualified for the Olympic trials in both the high jump at 7'4" and in the long jump at 25'9".
Athlete, straight athlete.
They call him in flight White. Lewis, quick turn, strong, batted out by Brown. Lewis, pump fake, drives baseline, kicks it out, Basden straight away. Lewis with another rebound and a new shot clock for the three-headed monsters. Up by 8. Lewis guarded by Martin, pulls up. Rashard Lewis, Sweet Lou is what they call him.
But when you're the hunted, you have to be able to match the sense of urgency of the team that you're playing against. And right now, Trilogy is not energy-wise anywhere close to three-headed monster.
Meanwhile, James White buries a mid-range jump shot. White's first bucket of the game. First team to 25, we head to halftime, 20-12. Basden. Up top, Lewis again. Short and out of bounds. And a timeout called by the three-headed monsters. 20-12. Trilogy did this last week, Jimmy. They fell behind early in Seattle to the Ghost Ballers and had to rally in the second half to come back and win it 50-39. Now the biggest sports night of the year continues next with the Mayweather-McGregor prelims. Live and only on Fox. Dana White, mastermind, the UFC. And this is the featured fight. Floyd Mayweather, 40 years old, taking on a young Conor McGregor in his first professional boxing match. McGregor, an Irish mixed martial artist with a record of 21-3, 18 by way of knockout. Here's Kenyon Martin. Dips inside. Blocked by Kwame Brown again. Kwame Brown has been hell-bent to play both ends of the floor today.
We have something to prove. And that's the beauty about where these guys are at right now.
Glover, pump fake, frees himself, crosses over, gets down the lane. Loose ball, Kwame Brown with another rebound. Rashard Lewis at the 4-point line, thought about it. Basden pulls up and hits. And Basden with back-to-back jump shots. And the three-headed monsters are 3 points away from halftime. Trilogy looking sluggish, disheveled. And subs coming in, McCants and Harrington back in the game as Rick Mahorn searches for the right combinations. They trailed 25-17 at halftime in the semifinal last week, but had a big second half. The catalyst, Rashard McCants. White, yo-yo, and stripped and fouled by Kareem Rush.
And Trilogy only down by 10 points. You get a stop, you get to the free throw line, you get some baskets, now you create momentum. It's kind of what happened last week, Gus. They kind of overpowered Ghost Ballers late in the game, but they put themselves in a position at halftime where they cut that deficit in order to get back in the game in the second half.
James White this season averaged 12 points a game, shot 59% from the field. Gets the free throw to go. 2 points. 50. Q. Basden. He's giving him a boost off the bench. Inside. Nice look. Kareem Rush blocked by McCants. Rush gets it back. Tried to squeeze it in. No. Harrington there for the follow. Will they count the basket as the shot clock expired?
We got 16.
(22-14). Basket counts. Here's Basden. Guarded by Buckets. Basden trying to shake him up, takes him off the dribble, gets to the hole, the flip, no. McCants. And a foul on Kwame Brown.
And Gus, this is the lineup I think for Trilogy right now. Rashard Lewis is coming back in. If they wanted to make a move, they had a chance to make it right now. Kareem Rush is exiting the lineup, and Gary Payton understands that, bringing Rashard back in the game.
So Al Harrington at the free throw line. Misses the free throw. Right now, Trilogy having some problems at the stripe. Here's Basden posting up McCants. Uses his size. Strength. Fades. Off the glass high. No. White with the rebound. White driving down the lane off of his knee. Almost lost it. Gets it to McCants for three. Harrington back to McCants, and he'll punch it down. Nice time by Al Harrington.
And that time, just a little miscommunication. Lewis and Kwame Brown were both on Al Harrington, and smartly backdoor McCants for an easy two.
Abdul Rauf back in. Here's Abdul Rauf. And he's fouled on the release.
Again, right here, both players non-communicating, and why not if you're Rashard McCants, just cut back door.
So Mahmoud at the line. He has 6 points. Man went through so much during his time as a player coming out of LSU. SEC Player of the Year, #3 overall pick by the Denver Nuggets. Led the team in scoring 4 straight years, then converted to Islam. Changed his name to Mahmoud Abdul Rauf. And from there, his career was never the same. Similar to what's happening with Colin Kaepernick in the NFL right now. 24-18. McCants down the lane. Galloping off the glass, no, but a foul. Trilogy, 1 of 4 from the free throw line. So that's 6 points they've left on the floor. McCants. And he'll get it to drop. 24-20.
And what Trilogy has been able to do is get consecutive stops, Gus. Get themselves back in this game in the first half.
Inside a wide open Brown, and the officials now looking a little unorganized. Rick Mahorn off the bench. Coach Mahorn won 2 WNBA titles as an assistant coach with Bill Laimbeer and the Detroit Shock. Now McCants inside, buckets outside, White for 3. Batted out, McCants up top, quick fire. Count it.
And see, Gus, why that last possession was huge is because Trilogy in the penalty, you make the free throw, you retain possession. So now you get a basket, 2, now you get a big 3-point shot, only down 1.
Three-headed Monsters led at one time 16-5. So an 11-point lead evaporating for Gary Payton.
And guys, how many times we talk about we do games, we talk to coaches, how important it is to close out the half.
And here's what's very important. If this man can hit free throws. And now they'll wave him off the line. Non-shooting foul. Abdul Rauf downtown. And it looks like the three-headed Monsters will get it again. Once again, first team to 25 signals halftime.
I think it's important that three-headed Monsters go into the halftime with the lead mentally.
Abdul Rauf cross it over. Lewis fades. Way short. Loose. Easy layup for Al Harrington. And just like that, after being down by 11, Trilogy responds on a 20-8 run to take a 1-point lead heading into halftime. Coming up, our halftime activities here at the Big 3 title in Vegas.
Got the summer on lock.